Hello, welcome to our Bears Bowling Go Picard in review, where we discuss Star Trek Picard Season 2. We're a slight bit behind, probably even doubly so by the time you see this, but we're reviewing episodes 2 and 3 today. I was about to say 2 and 4, and that would make no sense.
Although this does deal with time travel, so
Yes.
maybe. Maybe we could. Yeah.
Episode 2 is entitled Penance, and episode 3 is entitled Assimilation. Yeah, so
We've been struggling to think of what we're going to say for this.
yeah,
We'll be brutally honest. We just spent the last 45 minutes avoiding the.
I still kind of feel like I want to do a. I'll be honest. We review the first episode. I kind of want to do what we said we were going to do with. We were considering doing with Halo. I feel like this is such a seasonal story. I kind of just want to review the season.
Is that what we do, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, I think there's plenty to talk about for episode 2. But
by that point, we're already like a chunk through. What we could do is we could pivot this into one of our new famous Star Trek topical shows. We've given the news at the start of this topical show that we're going to review Picard as an entire season.
Yeah.
And then,
or at least potentially once we get to the,
because I feel like the themes have come together more. Like I'm enjoying it, but I can't really see. It's even less episodic than Discovery.
Yeah.
And
I'm
struggling to consider it on an episode by episode basis.
Yeah,
Maybe this could be Wagon Trainer for why we're not reviewing Picard episodically.
I think it is. I think we've got to that point. We've made that decision, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big bombshell right there. We will talk about episode 2 and 3 in this episode, though. I think we'll briefly at least mention some things that went on.
Episode 2, I think, was interesting for the fact that we see through the mirror darkly, right? It's not the mirror universe, but it's still a.
No, it's
still a fitting phrase.
It's a bent universe.
Yes, where the Confederation has
a broken or crooked.
I think the wonderful thing about it is that you discover it is still the main universe. Just like the mirror universe is a different universe, right? So they're evil over there, but it's okay because it's else. It's a different place.
It's a different place, and therefore, with the idea of balancing the universe or multiverses, you can almost sort of go, all right, fair enough.
While this is still Picard. It is our Picard. So the implication is that, and we never see evil Picard because he's our Picard. There's still the implication that because this is our prime universe. He's capable of this.
Yeah, and I think
he's not an alternative version of himself. But
it's that nature-nurture question, I think, though, isn't it? Because obviously the culture has changed, and yet only to a small enough degree that it seems that the majority of people have still ended up together. So that, obviously Picard's family lineage hasn't changed, and same with Annika's, and same with all the other characters. Like somehow they are still alive, like somehow their great grandparents still met, and so on and so on and so on.
Well, we know that time changed in 2024. But this is why I don't feel like I want to review it weekly. Like, especially when you get to episode 3 and lots happens, but at the same time, not much happens.
It felt an odd episode. Like, it felt.
This feels like a show written as a one piece, and then having found appropriate cut points.
You know what episode 3 felt like? The episode 7 of the Marvel Netflix films, TV series.
Yeah.
Like every single one of them had an episode 7 that there was nothing at all wrong with that episode except it really didn't need to exist.
Like, I think I've been silently kind of like with how because there's times we could have reviewed these two reviews more timely to the episodes. But I think I must have realised that I had really nothing to say, so I've just been like kicking the ball.
Yeah, I mean, we could have. I think there was plenty to say about episode 2.
Yeah,
I like you get to see a bit more of the Borg Queen. Or in fact, they introduced the Borg Queen, don't they? The new one that they like, who obviously like in a strange way becomes part of their crew. You get to see all of them
just
like find themselves in this new universe, or
knowing also that it's only a 6-episode piece, right?
Oh, is that all it is as well?
Oh, no, actually, no, I think I'm wrong there. I've got to be wrong there because it's going up to May, isn't it? It can't be 6 episodes.
Can't be 6 unless they're gonna have a gap.
No, they're not having a gap. I've got it.
It's got to be at least 10. Surely.
It's 10, yeah, it's 10.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I just know I'm gonna have. Seeing how it's paced so far. I just know that I'm gonna be able to. I mean, maybe we do 2 episodes.
Maybe
we do an episode 1 through 5. I know we've already reviewed episode 1, but maybe review an episode 1 through 5, and then we review 5 through 10, and then overall.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
It's that TV show as movie pacing, and I don't think it lends itself to weekly discussions in the same way that Discovery, why it was serialized, is still feels still more like serialized television.
I think you can also tell with the 2 different shows that they do have different creatives behind them.
Yes.
Like, there is a drastically different style, even though aesthetically, actually, I think that Picard has moved a little bit more towards the Frakes look.
Well, I think aesthetically they've set a little bit more of a house look now. To a certain extent.
Yeah, it's Frakes.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, which there's nothing wrong with. Frakes makes beautiful looking science fiction. And obviously, if anyone knows Star Trek, it's Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah.
So if they're going to model an entire look on anything, then let it be Frakes.
But yeah, that is
Do you know what was interesting though? Speaking of directors, the director of episode 3.
Yes, is
Leah Thompson.
Yes,
Marty McFly's mum.
Yeah, which I think she's done more than this episode as well.
She's done 2 Picards.
Yeah.
She's done a load of stuff that, like, for her own TV series. Like, she's had a couple of crime dramas.
I've meant she's done more than 1 episode this season on Picard, but yeah.
But it was, I think it was the first time I've ever actually really noticed that she's a director.
Yeah.
Like, I know obviously she's had a relatively successful TV career and what have you, and yeah, like, she is. Culturally, she's quite an important actress certainly for my generation and going into yours. Like, obviously I said Marty McFly's mum. That's probably the thing that she will always be most known for.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily a diss on the rest of her work, because of how again culturally significant those films are. Like, Back to the Future is something literally once in a generation, and I think and for certain fans as well, she's in Howard the Duck.
Yeah. Well, doesn't she? I believe she's at least been tweeting and kind of saying that she'd like to direct Howard the Duck.
I would be well down with that, because it, like, I know obviously we say that, like, it's got that Frakes look. She has quite a challenging thing going on with this one, because, like, it's set in our time, essentially.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of real world locations as opposed
they do.
to sets.
Interestingly, Although,
and I know, obviously she's got a camera team and lighting team and everything there, but like it's still her ability to control of that. Like, it looked stunning.
It also canonically matches up with our previous look at this time. They've managed to make it, but I'm going to stop there because this is stuff that we can discuss when we do properly discuss it.
I was more just talking about Leah Thompson as opposed to.
But
like,
I've got something else for us to record now anyway, so we don't waste the evening. But I think this is a short video explaining why we're going to do this in
I think as well
2 episode parts as opposed to...
Yeah, it will also give us a bit more free time that if we want to do another wagon train of
or some stuff for the other channel
or some stuff for the other channel because we still need to finish season 3 of Double Feature.
Yeah, and we've got a plotted video game.
Our video game's good, actually.
Video game movie's good, actually. We know video games are good.
Yeah, of course video games are good.
I mean, after last time we did it, I actually think video game movies are good as well.
Certainly, because I don't think, of the 5 that we did last
I still hold that the Mario movie, if it wasn't a Mario movie, would be one of the most loved films of the 80s.
Yeah, I get you.
I think just because it is a terrible Mario movie...
And yet, again, go and watch the episode, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much thought that's gone into that film.
Yeah.
Like, it might be that the wrong decisions were made, but you can...
As an 80s family adventure movie, it's really good. Like, it just is.
Excellent. It's absolutely excellent. As was Street Fighter.
Yes, Street Fighter is just good.
We made some bold claims about Street Fighter in that season, ladies and gentlemen, and I stand by them. My Batleth is it ready?
Well, here's a sneak peek for the other channel. What we're going to be reviewing in the upcoming Our Video Games Good series. For anyone listening to both channels, I don't think anyone's actually watching our Star Trek channel yet. So, but Sonic the Hedgehog, which is good. Because we touched on the original Resident Evil in the last one, we're going to do the new Resident Evil. Wing Commander.
We're going to skip all the other Resident Evils because realistically, once you've seen the first one, you've probably seen the rest of them.
Yeah, Wing Commander.
Yep.
And what was the other one I said? Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
Oh, Detective Pikachu.
Of course.
And then we're going to close it out on Sonic 2.
It's very, very good.
Yeah, close it out with... So you might have to go to cinema to see that, but...
So we're going to bookend. Like we did season 1.
Yeah, with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. So how do we get away with this on season 3? How are we going to bookend that?
I don't think... There's ways.
There must be.
But yeah, on that note, we shall see you in the Picard reviews of the future.
Which won't be too long because
we're on episode 4 this week. So if we're gonna do 5 episodes, we'll record it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, but that's fine. We can we'll see where we're at, and we can make some bold speculation about where it's going.
Yes. Then we can see if we were right after episode 10. Strange New Worlds, I think we will do weekly because that's going to be an episodic show.
It is going to be episodic, and I think we're just going to be absolutely nerding out over it, to be honest. Although I'm not what I would define as excited yet, I know there is the seed of me getting
I'm pretty excited.
Quite a little bit. No, it hasn't hit yet, but I know it will. I know it's going to be like in the week leading up to it. I'm going to be getting really quite like, ooh, I can't wait for it. Like, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, live long and prosper, everyone, and we will see you soon on one of our 2 channels. Thank you very much.